Ooh, 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 ooh. Shalom, everybody. What's up? Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath. What's up? Welcome. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Bootsoulja337 channel. It's me, baby. I'm Shalom. What's up? And it's the Sabbath reading. We're here for the Sabbath reading today. That's what we're here for. So welcome. Come on in. Come on in so we can begin. We're going to pick back up in 1 Chronicles chapter 11 and see how far we can go in about an hour today. How far can we go in an hour's read? An hour's time. What will we find? What can we apply and help our mind, help our body, and help our day to order our steps and get us on the right way? It's not my words, it's what the Bible says. We out here. I'm out here. Just as I am, I am that I am. He out here. So we came earlier, and we was reading out of the Wisdom of Solomon and Rise in Scripts. That's what we did earlier. So now we're going to get back. We're going to get back with 1 Chronicles. Man, a bunch of names still. We are still rocking with the names. Oh my, man. So we're going to push through it, though. We're going to push through it and try to pronounce these names correctly. And move our way through 1 Chronicles, boy, which is it's a handful. It's a handful. I ain't gonna lie. Just because of the names. It's just because of the name. You know, you got that feeling back in the day when the white teacher was trying to pronounce all the black children names. My mind goes straight to what's that Key and Peele when they was doing Aaron. You mean Aaron? Aaron. So hey, I know if some of these brothers was here today, they'll probably say I'm pronouncing their names wrong, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best to pronounce them the way I think they should be pronounced, or to whatever knowledge I have. I'm gonna try to pronounce them. So we still got to go. We still got, man. I thought we was gonna be through with the names. I really thought we was gonna be through with the names. Shalom, Mr. Savage. I thought we was gonna be through with the names in chapter 9, but I was wrong. I was wrong, man. I was wrong. As I'm looking, we're gonna have names all throughout 1 Chronicles. All throughout 1 Chronicles. I thought it was going to be more of the storyline, more of the things that the kings had did, like it says in like it was saying in 2 Kings, that as it is written in the book of the Chronicles, as is written as in the book of the Chronicles. There's a tusk. It's not a tusk. It's a kudu horn. One that I sanded and bored out myself, boiled and did it up myself, tied it up myself. Been having it for years, got a good deal on it. It was laying in somebody's yard just weathering away. And I said, I know what to do with that thing. Yeah, but we're going to jump into chapter 11. We're going to start with chapter 11 and see how far we get. Chapter 11 of 1 Chronicles is David, king of all Israel. David, king of all Israel. Shalom, everybody. How y'all doing? Selena, Bomb likes carrots. How y'all doing? Welcome. Happy Sabbath, everybody. Welcome to the Sabbath reading. Appreciate y'all putting something in the chat in the comments to let me know that the chat works. Thank you. Mila, shalom. Yeah, so, man, bear with me through the names. I will do my best to push through the names, because that's going to be the hardest part of the reading in 1 Chronicles. And I can see why some people may shy away from reading the Chronicles because of all the names that they may stumble on. But we have, excuse me, It is 29 chapters in First Chronicles. We are on chapter 11. We are moving our way through. We're moving our way through 29 chapters, chapter 11. We're halfway done with it. Halfway done with it. So let's blow up the trumpet. Let's blow up the trumpet so that way, man, maybe we'll be heard. Because in war times, you know, you blow up the trumpet. You blow up the trumpet in the new moons, the feast days, the different seasons. You'll blow up the trumpet for prayers. You'll blow up the trumpet for many things. You blow up the trumpet to tell the movement of the tabernacles, who's supposed to move first from east, west, south, north, who is supposed to go where. The different tones of the trumpets meant different things, and those people at the time, the Israelites, knew what they meant. But especially blowing the trumpets before a time of war. And we are in a time of war. We're at war with ourselves. We're at war with our minds, and we want to be heard. We want to be heard. So as I war with myself to do away with whatever evil, whatever evil and wickedness may be stuck in my head as I continue to read and learn and try to apply the things that I heard, I'm going to blow up the trumpets. Don't block me, Lord. Hear me, hear my horn cry. I'm calling you. First Chronicles. I'll keep it handy just in case I come across a part, because I like to blow the horn when I come across a scripture in the Bible where it says that they were blowing the trumpets. Man, I like to blow it. Blow up. I want to feel like it was back there. I want to feel like I was then. Let's start off with the books of the Bible. What are the books of the Bible? Do you know them? Can you say them? I used to say them all. I still need a little help today. I used to say them all, but I can get through quite a few. My boys can definitely get through the first 18 or the first 19. They can say 1 through 19. They can, and a little bit more. Then they'll get stumbled up, but hey, that's all right. Before we start getting to chapter Chronicles, First Chronicles, books of the Bible, let's go. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, because this is the milk, my bad. I'm only doing this because this is the milk. This is the beginnings. If you want to read the Bible, learn the Bible, it makes it easier to be able to maneuver from chapter to chapter, book to book, when you know what's in it, So you have to start off at the baby steps, the table of contents, what books are in it. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, and Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, 1 Ezra, 2 Ezra, Tobit, Judith, the rest of Esther, the wisdom of Solomon, Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, Baruch, the song of the three holy children, the history of Susanna, Bel and the dragon, the prayer of Manassas, 1 Maccabees, 2 Maccabees, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1 Peter, 2 Peter, 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, Jude, and Revelation. These are the books of the Bible. And we got to study to show ourselves approved. Study to show ourselves approved. So all we're going to do is read. That's what we're going to do. Read. I'm not really here to teach. That's not the objective. The objective is to read. We're just here to read. Let's read through. And what can we see? What can we learn? What can we grow from? What can we use? Maybe some shit you ain't never heard. Hey, maybe something I ain't never heard, but we're going to read. Let's read. This is the King James Version. King James Version of the Bible. 1 Chronicles chapter 11. David, king of all Israel. And we're going to read about an hour. We're going to see how far we can get in an hour. Shalom. Like I said, we'll try to see how far we can get in an hour. Hopefully the names don't hit me up too bad. So as before in other chapters, there was a lot of this one begat that one, this one begat that one. So prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for that. Chapter 11, David, king of all Israel. Then all Israel gathered themselves to David unto Hebron, saying, Behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh. And moreover, in time past, even when Saul was king, thou wast he that leddest out and broughtest in Israel. And the Lord thy God said unto thee, Thou shalt feed my people Israel, and thou shalt be ruler over my people Israel. Therefore came all the elders of Israel to the king to Hebron, and David made a covenant with them in Hebron before the Lord, and they anointed David king over Israel, according to the word of the Lord by Samuel. Yes, sir.
Can I take him out, please?
Are you all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And David and all Israel went to Jerusalem, which is Jebus, where the Jebusites were and the inhabitants of the land. And the inhabitants of Jebus said to David, Thou shalt not come hither. Nevertheless, David took the castle of Zion, which is the city of David. And David said, Whosoever smiteth the Jebusites first shall be the chief and captain. So Joab, the son of Zeruiah, went first up and was chief. And David dwelt in the castle, therefore they called it the city of David. And he built the city round about, even from Milo round about. And Joab repaired the rest of the city. So David waxed greater and greater, for the Lord of hosts was with him. David's mighty men. These also are the chief of the mighty men whom David had, who strengthened themselves with him in his kingdom, and with all Israel to make him king, according to the word of the Lord concerning Israel. And this is the number of the mighty men whom David had: Jashabim and Hakamonite, there we go, a Hakamonite, the chief of the captains. And he lifted up his spear against 300 slain by him at one time. Ooh, woo. At one time, just, some ninja shit. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Ahiahite, who was one of the three mighties. And he was with David at Pasdamim. And there the Philistines were gathered together to battle, where was a parcel of ground full of barley, and the people fled from before the Philistines. And they set themselves in the midst of that parcel and delivered it, and slew the Philistines, and the Lord saved them by a great deliverance. Now 3 of the 30 captains went down to the rock to David and into the cave of Abdullam. And the host of the Philistines encamped in the valley of Rephaim. And David was then in the hold, and the Philistines' garrison was then at Bethlehem. And David longed and said, Oh, that one would give me a drink of water of the well of Bethlehem that is at the gate. And the 3 break through the host of the Philistines and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem. Boy, they hit them boys like a ram. Boom, get your ass back, Philistines. David want water. Oh, that's some cold mama jammers. That's some bad mama jammers right there. Let me mark that. I like stuff like that. When I hear stuff like that in the Bible, man, that's the stuff that excites me. For real. I like reading stuff like that. Warrior stuff. We'll start at verse 17. And David longed and said, "Oh, that one would give me a drink of water of the well of Bethlehem, that is at the gate, and 3 break through the host of the Philistines, bust them up, and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem that was by the gate, and took it and brought it to David. But David would not drink of it, but poured it out to the Lord." Man. What? You're not going to drink it, David? It's for the Lord. Thank you for doing so, but this is for the Lord. This one for my homies who delivered me. Oh, man, I like stuff like that. And said, "My God forbidded me that I should do this thing. Shall I drink the blood of these men that have put their lives in jeopardy? For with the jeopardy of their lives they brought it. Therefore he would not drink it. And these things did these 3 mighty men." Who was that? Eleazar. Let me mark their names. Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Ahihite, Joshua, Hakamonite, I only see 2. Who was the third? He was with David. And my bad, I'm looking for who was the third person. I got Joshua, Eleazar, who was one of the 3. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Ahihite, who was one of the 3 mighties. He was with David at Pasdamim. Pasdamim. I'll keep reading, maybe it's there. And said, "My God forbid," chapter 11, verse 19, and said, "My God forbade me it, that I should do this thing. Shall I drink the blood of these men that have put their lives in jeopardy? For with the jeopardy of their lives they brought it. Therefore I would not drink it. And these things did these 3 mightiest." And Abishai, the brother of Joab, he was their chief of the 3. Okay, there we go. Abishai, the brother of Joab. Joshua, Eleazar, and Abishai, warriors. He was chief of the 3, for lifting up his spear against 300, he slew them, and had a name among the 3. Of the 3, he was more honorable than the 2, for he was their captain, and howbeit he attained not to the first 3. Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, the son of a valiant man, Kabzeel, who had done many acts. He slew 2 lion-like men of Moab, and also he went down and slew a lion in a pit in a snowy day. And he slew an Egyptian, a man of great stature, 5 cubits high, and in the Egyptian's hand was a spear like the weaver's beam. And he went down to him with a staff and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand and slew him with his own spear. That's what I'm talking about. Gangster. Oh, I like that type of stuff. Get him. These things did Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, and had the name among the 3 mighties. Behold, he was honorable among the 30, but attained not to the first 3. And David set him over his guard. Also, the valiant men of the armies were Asahel, the brother of Joab, Elhanan, the son of Dodo of Bethlehem, Shamath, the Hararite, Helez, the Pelonite, Ira, the son of Achish, the Tokite, Abiezar, the Antothite, Sebakai, the Hushathite, Eli, the Ahiahite, Maharai, the Netophathite, Heled, the son of Baana, the Netophathite, and Athiah, the son of Rabbi of Gibeah, that pertained to the children of Benjamin. Benaniah, the Parathonite, Harai, the brook of the brooks of Gaash, Abiel, the Arbathite, Asmaveth, the Bahuramite, Eliaba, Eliaba, the Shaalabonite, the son of Hashem, the Gazanite, or Gizonite, Jonathan, the son of Shage, the Herorite, Ahiam, the son of Sakar, the Herorite, Eliphel, the son of Hefer, the Macherathite, Ahijah, the Pelonite, Hezro, the Carmelite, Naari, the son of Esbai, Joel, the brother of Nathan, Mibhar, the son of Hagari, Zelek, the Ammonite, Naharai, the Berathite, the armor bearer of Joab, the son of Zuriah, and Ira, the Itharite, Gerub, the Itharite, Uriah, the Hittite, Zadab, the son of Alai, the son of Alai, Adina, the son of Shiza, the Reubenite, a captain of the Reubenites, and 30 with him, Hanan, the son of Maacah, and Joshaphat, the Mithnite, Uzai, the Ashtorethite, Shammah, and Jahil, the son of Hothan, the Erorite, and Jabiel, the son of Shimri, and Joha, his brother, the Tizite, Elil, the Mahavite, and Jerubai, and Joshaviah, the son of Elnaam, the Ithamah, and Ithamah, the Moabite, Eliel, and Obed, and Jaziel, the Masabite. Well, what's some names for these mighty men? David's supporters, chapter 12. Now these are they that came to David to Ziklag, while he yet kept him close to because of Saul the son of Kish. And they were among the mighty men, helpers of the war. They were armed with bows and could use both the right hand and the left in hurling stones and shooting arrows out of the bow, even of Saul's brethren of Benjamin. The chief was Ahazar. Then Joash, the son of Shemaiah, and the Gibbethite, and Jeziel, and Pelet, the sons of Asmaveth, and Barakah, and Jehu, the Antothite, and Ishmael, the Gibeonite, a mighty man among the 30 and over the 30, and Jeremiah, and Jahaziel, and Johanan, and Joshabad, the Geberathite, and Eluzai, and Jeremoth, and Beali, and Shemariah, and Shephatiah, the Heraphite, Elkanah, and Jeshua, and Azriel, and Joazer, and Joshabim, the Korathites, and Joelah, and Zebediah, and Zebediah, the son of Jeraham of Gerder, and the Gadites, there separated themselves unto David into the whole to the wilderness men of might and men of war, fit for the battle, that could handle shield and buckler, whose faces were like the faces of lions, and were as swift as the rolls upon the mountains. Ezra the first, Obadiah the second, Eliab the third, Mishmanah the fourth, Jeremiah the fifth, Attai the sixth, Eliel the seventh, Jehonan the eighth, Elzabad the ninth, Jeremiah the 10th, Machbanai the 11th, and these were the sons of Gad, captains of the host. One of the least was over 100, and the greatest over 1,000. These are they that went over Jordan in the first month, when it had overflown all its banks, and they put to flight all them of the valleys, both towards the east and towards the west. And there came of the children of Benjamin and Judah to the hold unto David. And David went out to meet them, and answered and said unto them, If ye be come peaceably unto me to help me, mine heart shall be knit unto you. But if ye be come to betray me to mine enemies, seeing there is no wrong in mine hands, the God of our fathers look thereon and rebuke it. Then the Spirit came upon Amasai, who was chief of the captains, and he said, Thine are we, David, and on thy side, thy son of Jesse. Peace, peace be unto thee, and peace be to thine helpers, for the God helpeth thee. Then David received them, and made them captains of the band. And there fell some of Manasseh to David, when he came with the Philistines against Saul to battle. But they helped him not, for the lords of the Philistines upon advisement sent him away, saying, He will fall to his master Saul to the jeopardy of our heads. Yes, sir, how can I help you?
Amazon?
No, sir.
Well, the movie's off.
Oh, well. As he went to Ziklag, there fell to him of Manasseh Abner and Jozabad, and Jebiel, and Michael, and Jozabad, and Elihu, and Zilthai, captains of the thousands that were of Manasseh. And they helped David against the band of the rovers, for they were almighty men of valor, and were captains in the host. For at that time, day by day, there came to David to help him, until it was a great host, like the host of God, the number of David's men. And these are the numbers of the bands that were ready armed to war, and came to David to Hebron to turn the kingdom of Saul to him, according to the word of the Lord. The children of Judah that bear shield and spear were 6,800, ready armed to the war. Of the children of Simeon, mighty men of valor for war, 7,100. Of the children of Levi, 4,600. Of Jehoiada was the leader, and Jehoiada was the leader of the Aaronites, and with him were 3,700. And Zadok, a young man, mighty of valor, and of his father's house 22 captains. And of the children of Benjamin, the kindred of Saul, 3,000, for hitherto the greatest part of them had kept the ward of the house of Saul. And the children of Ephraim, 20,800 mighty men of valor, famous throughout the house of their fathers. And the half tribe of Manasseh, 18,000, which were expressed by name to come and make David king. And the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times to know what Israel ought to do, the heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment. Of Zebulun, such as went forth to battle, expert in war with all instruments of war, 50,000 which could keep rank. They were not a double heart. And of Naphtali, 1,000 captains, and with them with shield and spear 37,000. And of the Danites, expert in war, 28,600. And of Asher, such as went forth to battle, expert in war, 40,000. Boys, some numbers. Them boys got numbers with them. And on the other side of the Jordan, the Reubenites and the Gadites and the half tribe of Manasseh, with all manner of instruments of war for the battle, 120,000. Ooh! And all these men of war that could keep rank came with a perfect heart to Hebron to make David king over all Israel. And all the rest also of Israel were of one heart to make David king. And there they were with David 3 days, eating and drinking, for their brethren had prepared for them. Moreover, they that were nigh them, even unto Issachar and Zebulun and Naphtali, brought bread on asses, and on camels, and on mules, and on oxen, and meat, meal, cakes of figs, and bunches of raisins, and wine, and oil, and oxen, and sheep abundantly. For there was joy in Israel. Ooh, party time. It was partying, getting ready. Uber Eats. It was Uber Eats. Chapter 13. Man, the ark taken to Obed-Edom. Chapter 13. Now, I'm telling you, man, I like battle stuff. I like when I read a good battle story, man. Oh, man. Chapter 13, the ark taken to Obed-Edom. I just get so excited. Get him! Make me want to blow the trumpet. Get him! Get him! Fight! Battle! Wartime! Oh, get him, baby! Mighty men of valor, mighty men, to be spoken of that way. Out of all the men, for your name to be entered and spoken of as a mighty man, one who did great works. Oh, man. Chapter 13. And David consulted with the captains of thousands and hundreds, and with their every leader. And David said unto all the congregation of Israel, it is seemed good unto you, and that it be of the Lord our God. Let us send abroad unto our brethren everywhere that are left in all the land of Israel, and with also to the priests and Levites, which are in their cities and suburbs, that they may gather themselves unto us. And let us bring again the ark of our God to us. For we inquired not at it in the days of Saul. And all the congregation said that they would do so, for the thing was right in the eyes of all the people. So David gathered all Israel together from Shahar of Egypt, even unto the entering of Hamath, to bring the ark of God from Kirjath-jearim. And David went up, and all Israel to Baalah, that is, to Kirjath-jearim, which belonged to Judah, to bring up thence the ark of God the Lord, that dwelleth between the cherubims, whose name is called on it. And there carried the ark of God in a new cart out of the house of Abinadab, and Uzzah, and Ahio drove the cart. And David and all Israel played before God with all their might, and with singing, and with harps, and with psalteries, and with timbrels, and with cymbals, and with trumpets. And when they came unto the threshing floor of Shidon, Uzzah put forth his hand to hold the ark, for the oxen stumbled. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Uzzah, and he smote him, because he put his hand to the ark. And there he died before God. And David was displeased, because the Lord had made a breach upon Uzzah. Wherefore that place was called Perez Uzzah to this day. And David was afraid of God that day, saying, how shall I bring the ark of God home to me? So David thought not the ark home. David brought not the ark home to himself to the city of David, but carried it aside into the house of Obed-Edom, the Gittite. And the ark of God remained with the family of Obed-Edom in his house 3 months. And the Lord blessed the house of Obed-Edom and all that he had. Chapter 14. David defeats the Philistines. Now Hiram, king of Tyre, sent messengers to David, and timber of cedars, with masons and carpenters to build him a house. And David perceived that the Lord had confirmed him king over Israel, for his kingdom was lifted up on high because of his people Israel. And David took more wives at Jerusalem, and David begat more sons and daughters. Now these are the names of his children which he had in Jerusalem: Shammua, and Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon, and Ibhar, and Elishua, and Elpalat, and Naga, and Naphag, and Japhia, and Elishma, and Beeliada, and Eliphalet. And when the Philistines heard that David was anointed king over all Israel, all the Philistines went up to seek David. And David heard of it and went out against them. And the Philistines came and spread themselves in the valley of Raphaim. And David inquired of God, saying, Shall I go up against the Philistines? And wilt thou deliver them into mine hand? And the Lord said unto him, Go up, for I will deliver them into thine hand. So they came up to Baal-perazim, and David smote them there. And then David said, God had broke in upon mine enemies by mine hand like the breaking forth of waters. Therefore they called the name of that place Baal-perazim. And when they had left their gods there, David gave the commandment, and they were burned with fire. And the Philistines yet again spread themselves abroad in the valley. Therefore David inquired again of God, and God said unto him, Go not up after them, turn away from them, and come upon them over against the mulberry trees. I wonder where the mulberry trees, do they have mulberry trees in, because I've heard things that they say, America is Egypt. Do they have mulberry trees in modern day Israel? Are mulberry trees located in the modern day Israel? Yes, mulberry trees are found in Israel, including black mulberry trees and white mulberry trees. What is the most common tree in Israel? The Palestine oak. What is the biblical significance of the mulberry tree? This means that Jesus was telling us that with faith as small as a mustard seed, I can uproot and move a mulberry tree. What place has the biggest concentration of mulberry trees? Yeah, I'll take that. According to the available information, China has the highest concentration of mulberry trees globally, with a vast area dedicated to mulberry cultivation, primarily for feeding silkworms. Where does America fall on the list of mulberry trees? North America is home of the native red mulberry tree, Morus native. Red mulberry trees are native to eastern and central North America, found from Ontario, Minnesota, and Vermont to southern Florida. I know we have mulberry trees. I have a mulberry tree in my yard. Mulberry trees are part of the Moraceae botanical family, which also includes figs, breadfruit, and Osage oranges. They are known for their sweet fruits that resemble blackberries. Mulberry trees grow quickly and can reach 12 feet in about 6 years. They are best planted early spring. The red mulberry tree is the only mulberry tree that is native to North America. There's some big mulberries. If you don't know what a mulberry is, that is a mulberry. The mulberry tree. Just made me think of it because I know, like they say, gopher wood. Gopher wood is only found here in America. And gopher wood is the wood that the ark is made out of. So it made me think about the mulberry tree. My bad. It shall be, when thou shalt hear a sound of going in the tops of the mulberry trees, that then thou shalt go out to battle. For God is gone forth before thee to smite the host of the Philistines. David therefore did as God commanded him, and they smote the host of the Philistines from Gibeon even to Gazer. And the fame of David went out into all lands, and the Lord brought the fear of him upon all nations. Chapter 15, the ark brought to Jerusalem. And David made him houses in the city of David, and prepared the place for the ark of God, and pitched for it a tent. Then David said, None ought to carry the ark of God, but the Levites, for them had the Lord chosen to carry the ark of God and to minister unto him forever. And David gathered all Israel together to Jerusalem, to bring up the ark of the Lord unto his place, which he had prepared for it. And David assembled the children of Aaron and the Levites. And the sons of Kohath, Uriel the chief, and his brethren 120. Of the sons of Merari, Asaiah the chief, and his brethren 220. Of the sons of Gershom, Joel the chief, and his brethren 130. Of the sons of Elizaphan, Shemaiah the chief, and his brethren 200. Of the sons of Hebron, Eliel of the chief, and his brethren 80. And the sons of Uziel, Aminadab the chief, and his brethren 112. And David called for Zadok and Abiathar the priest, and for the Levites, for Uriel, Asaiah, and Joel, Shemaiah, and Eliel, and Aminadab, and said unto them, Ye are the chiefs of the fathers of the Levites. Sanctify yourselves, both ye and your brethren, that ye may bring up the ark of the Lord God of Israel unto the place that I have prepared for it. For because ye did not at the first, the Lord our God made a breach upon us, for that we sought him not after the due order. So the priests of the Levites sanctified themselves to bring up the ark of the Lord God of Israel. There we go. And the children of the Levites bear the ark of God upon their shoulders, with the staves thereon, as Moses commanded according to the word of the Lord. And David spake to the chief of the Levites to appoint their brethren to be the singers with instruments of music, psalteries and harps and cymbals, soundings, by lifting up the voice with joy. So the Levites appointed Heman, or Heman, the son of Joel, and his brethren, Asaph, the son of Berechiah, and of the sons of Merari, their brethren, Ethan, the son of Cushiah, and with them their brethren, and of the second degree, Zechariah, Ben, and Jaaziel, and Shemiramoth, there we go, Shemiramoth, and Jehiel, and Uni, Eliab, and Benaiah, and Maaseiah, and Mattathiah, and Eliphalel, and Micneiah, and Obadiah, and Jediel, the porters. And so the singers, Heman, Asaph, and Ethan, were appointed to sound the cymbals of brass. And Zechariah, and Aziel, and Shemiramoth, and Jehiel, and Uni, and Eliab, and Messiah, and Benaiah, with psalteries on Alamoth, and Mattathiah, and Eliphalel, and Micneiah, and Obed-Edom, and Jael, and Azaziah with harps on the Shemanith to excel. On the Shemanith to excel. And Chenaniah, chief of the Levites, was for song, and he instructed about the song because he was skillful. And Berechiah and Elkanan, who were doorkeepers of the ark, and Shebaniah, and Jehoshaphat, and Nathaniel, and Amasai, and Zechariah, and Benaniah, and Eleazar, the priest, did blow with the trumpets before the ark of God. And Obed-Edom and Janiah were doorkeepers for the ark. So David and the elders of Israel and the captains over thousands went to bring up the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of the house of Obed-Edom with joy. And it came to pass, when God helped the Levites to bear the ark of the covenant, the Lord, that they offered 7 bullocks and 7 rams. And David was clothed with the robe of fine linen, and all the Levites that bear the ark, and the singers, and Chenaniah, the master of the song with the singers. David also had upon him the ephod of linen. And thus all Israel brought up the ark of the covenant of the Lord with shouting, and with sound of the cornet, and with trumpets, and with cymbals, making a noise with psalteries and harps. And it came to pass, as the ark of the covenant of the Lord came to the city of David, that Michal, the daughter of Saul, looking out of the window, saw King David dancing and playing, and she despised him in her heart. While he was getting down. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Shit, it was jamming. It was almost like a parade. That's what it sounded like a parade. It was a parade, a big parade, or a second line. Oh, that's what it was, a second line. That's what it reminded me of, a second line. Where you got them dancing, they got cymbals, they got horns blowing, trumpets going. But I can't do it like they did. Man, they did it wonderfully. I know they shit sounded great. Let's go one more chapter. Chapter 16. Yeah, we'll stop at chapter 17. A second line going on with the Ark of the Covenant coming back to where it's supposed to be from Obed-Edom. Man. Oh man, I can only imagine. I can see David doing that little dancing. And McCall, man, get your dusty foot ass out of here, McCall. What you mad? What you mad for? What you mad? Why you mad? David doing his thing. David jigging. Get it, David. David was like, I'm out you. Get it, David. And it came to pass, as the ark of the covenant of the Lord came to the city of David, that Michal, the daughter of Saul, looking out a window, saw King David dancing and playing, and she despised him in her heart. Shalom, Haitian Rig, shalom. We're giving a Sabbath reading, baby. We're almost done. Chapter 16. David was in the front of that second line doing his thing. So they brought the ark of God and set it in the midst of the tent that David had pitched for it. And they offered burnt sacrifices and peace offerings before God. And when David had made an end of offering the burnt offerings and the peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of the Lord. And he dealt to every one of Israel, both man and woman, to every one a loaf of bread and a good piece of flesh and a flagon of wine. How much is a flagon? How much is a flagon? What is the weight of a flagon? Not a Flanagan. Flagon. A typical flagon, depending on its size and material, can weigh around 830 grams or approximately 1.8 pounds, with a 2-liter glass flagon being a common example. 2 liters. 2 liters of wine. 2 liters of wine. A flagon is typically about 2 imperial pints, or 1.1 liters in volume, or 1 liter of wine. 1 liter of wine. Everybody got some bread, some meat, and a liter of wine, like a liter bottle of soda. Here, come get this, baby. Party. Let the party continue, baby. We out here with the ark. And he dealt to every one of Israel, both man and woman, to every one a loaf of bread and a good piece of flesh and a flagon of wine. And he appointed certain of the Levites to minister before the ark of the Lord, and to record, and to thank and praise the Lord God of Israel. Asaph, the chief, and next to him, Zechariah, Jeiel, and Shemiramoth, and Jehiel, not Jeiel, and Jehiel, and Mattathiah, and Eliab, and Benaniah, and Obed-Edom, and Jeiel, with psalteries and with the harps, but Asaph made a sound with cymbals. Benaniah also, and Jahaziel, the priest, with the trumpets, continually before the ark of the covenant of God. David's psalms of gratitude. Then, on that day, David delivered first this psalm to thank the Lord into the hand of Asaph and his brethren. Give thanks unto the Lord. Call upon his name and make known his deeds among the people. Sing unto him. Sing songs and psalms unto him. Talk ye of all his wondrous works. Glory ye in his holy name, and let the heart of them rejoice that seek the Lord. Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his face continually, and remember his marvelous works that he hath done, his wonders and his judgment of his mouth. O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones. He is the Lord our God. His judgments are in all the earth. Be ye mindful always of his covenant, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, even of the covenant which he made with Abraham, and of his oath unto Isaac, and hath confirmed the same to Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant, saying, unto thee will I give the land of Canaan, the lot of your inheritance. When ye were but few, even the few, and strangers in it, and when they went from nation to nation, and from one kingdom to another people, he suffered no man to do them wrong. Yea, he reproved kings for their sakes, saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm. Sing unto the Lord all the earth. Show forth from day to day his salvation, and declare his glory among the heathen, his marvelous works among all nations. For great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised. He also is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the people are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. And glory and honor are his presence. Strength and gladness are in his place. Give unto the Lord, ye kindreds of the people. Give unto the Lord glory and strength, and give unto the Lord the glory due unto his name. Bring an offering and come before him. Worship the Lord in beauty of holiness. Fear before him all the earth. The world also shall be stable, that it be not moved. Let the heavens be glad, and let the earth rejoice. And let men say among the nations, the Lord reigneth. Let the sea roar, and the fullness thereof. Let the fields rejoice, and all that is in therein. Then shall the trees of the wood sing out at the presence of the Lord cometh to judge the earth. O give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. And say ye, save us, O God, of our salvation, and gather us together, and deliver us from the heathen, that we may give thanks to the holy name, to thy holy name, and glory in thy praise. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel forever and ever. And all the people said, Amen, and praise the Lord. I say, let his will be done. Let thy will be done. So he left there before the ark of the covenant of the Lord, Asaph and his brethren, to minister before the ark continually, as every day's work required. And Obed-Edom with their brethren, 68. Obed-Edom also the son of Jeduthun and Hosha to be porters, and Zadok the priest, and his brethren the priests, before the tabernacle of the Lord in the high places that was in Gibeon, to offer burnt offerings unto the Lord upon the altar of the burnt offering, continually morning and evening, and to do according to all that is written in the law of the Lord, which he commanded Israel. And with them Heman and Jeduthun and the rest that were chosen, who were expressed by name to give thanks to the Lord, because his mercy endureth forever. And with them Heman and Jeduthun with trumpets and cymbals for those that should make a sound, and with musical instruments of God. And the son of Jeduthun were porters. And all the people departed, every man to his house, and David returned to bless his house. And we're going to stop there at chapter 17. That was the Sabbath reading. 1 Chronicles chapter 11 through chapter 16. And boy, it was some good stuff going on. I like to hear.
Yeah, I was trying to tell you. I'm done tell you, I'm done to tell you that way you're already done.
Mm-hmm. You was going to ask, not tell. But let me finish. And that was the Sabbath reading, and oh boy, it had some parts that had me excited. Oh, I like to.
That's what I do excited.
Oh yes, sir. I like to hear about battling and how and David, yes, sir, and David was dancing. David was dancing and praising the Lord. He was singing, and they was playing instruments and all type of musical instruments. They was blowing trumpets and horns and playing cymbals and psalteries and harps, making a joyful noise unto the Most High, because his mercy endureth forever, and he is due much praise. And David was giving it to him. But some people was hating on David, like Micah. The daughter of Saul. The daughter of Saul was hating on David. Yeah. Look at that boy dancing. Why he want to dance like that? How dare he? Get out of the way, dancer. Blow the trumpet. Remember, we got to blow it like an elephant. There you go. Come on, do it again. Blow it. We're all close. Stop pressing your lips. Don't press your lips on it. Push your lips back a little bit. Boy, oh Lord. You see, your lip, you press your lips so hard, you got an indentation around your lips. It's because you're pressing your lips too hard. Like this. Nope. Like an elephant. Come on, man. Elephant. Oh, that sounds like something right there, baby. Oh! No, me.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet they was playing it horns wonderfully. They was blowing them trumpets. Who was blowing the trumpet? Let me see who was blowing the trumpet. They said Asaph.
Asaph.
Mm-hmm. And He-Man. Heman and Jeduthun. Heman and Jeduthun was blowing the trumpets and playing the cymbals. Man!
Oh, I can't do it.
Oh, greatness! They were sounding great, praising the Lord, praising for the mercy, praising for the Ark of the Covenant to return to where it's supposed to be, praising for the Levites being able to carry it and do the service as Moses had commanded them to do in the commandments.
I might do the bow. The limbo.
Man, they was fighting. They said one guy, what his name was? Let's go back. Let me see what his name was. One man,
I love to shoot the bow outside.
Jashabim took out 300 men at one time. One time, just hit them off. Boom, get back.
Taxi, I go outside, please.
No, so you can't shoot that bow right now. Come blow it, DJ. Come blow the trumpet. Come blow it like Jethanim. Blow the trumpet like Jethanim. There you go. Blow it again like Jethanim. Blow it again like Asaph. Oh, they blow the trumpet for the Lord. Good blowing, good blowing, good blowing, good strong blow. Good blow, good blow. That's right. See, you blowing the trumpets just like the Levites did. Just like the Levites blew the trumpet for the Lord, we blowing the trumpet as well. Now, we're not as good as them. I'm not as good as them, but I'm going to blow it. I'm going to blow the trumpet because I want to be heard. The trumpet is blown in praise for his mercies that he has given us. Oh, Lord. Man. And that was the Sabbath reading for today. That was the Sabbath reading, man. Oh. Like that. But it's a bust somebody upside their head with my horn. Back up.
It was like from Sanford Sunday, he'd be hitting him with a bat.
Yeah, my horn. I've had this horn for years, man.
Like for a long time.
Many travels with this horn. I've blown this horn many a times. Still not as good as I want to be, but I'm grateful that I have it. I'm grateful that I have the ability to blow. And when I read the scriptures and every time I come across a part where they blew the trumpets, I think about blowing my horn. I think about blowing my trumpet. There you go. I hear you. Hey. Whew. Second line. David was on that parade. The second line with the Ark of the Covenant. Oh. And it was wonderful. Hey, it was a decent reading today. The names today wasn't as hard as I thought they would be. I stumbled over some. Okay, that's enough. Go ahead, blow it. Blow it one last time. Blow it. Yeah, they blowing their horns. The names weren't as hard. They weren't as difficult as I thought it would be today. But hey, we still pushed through. We pushed through all the way to chapter 17, from chapter 11 to finished chapter 16, and we stopped on chapter 17. And the next Sabbath class the next Sabbath reading will pick back up at chapter 17 of First Chronicles, which is Nathan's warning to David. Nathan's warning to David. Like I said, it has 29 chapters. We're almost done with First Chronicles, and then we're gonna push on through to Second Chronicles and keep moving forward. Let me see.
1 second, Genesis, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles.
Keep on.
Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther.
There you go.
Job, Solomon.
Nope. Job.
Nehemiah.
Job. Psalms.
Proverbs.
There you go.
Ecclesiastes.
There you go.
Solomon.
There you go. There you go. Good job. Good job. Good job. And Second Chronicles has about 36 chapters. 36 chapters. But we're almost through First Chronicles. We're going to keep pushing a little bit at a time. We have all we need to succeed. You have all you need to succeed. We have to do so. What can we apply from what we have heard? What can we apply from what we have read? And the main thing that I know that can be applied is to keep the commandments. That was the biggest thing. Keep the commandments. Keep the commandments as were put forth by Moses, that were given to Moses. These are the things we shall do. These are the things that are right. And those who did them, man, they did not fare the worst. Man, they had good names. They had good things that followed behind them. Are you doing what you're supposed to do? Are we doing what we're supposed to do? These are the questions. These are some questions that should be asked. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, I love reading stuff like that. Battle time. Battling, partying. Ooh. Oh, I love it. I love it. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody that stopped by for this Sabbath reading. Appreciate everybody that stayed in. I appreciate all the likes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. All praises to the Most High God. All praises. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath.
Even it's on foot.
It's still a Sabbath. Continue pushing. You go read for yourself. Go read something for yourself. Go learn something for yourself. No, read the Bible. Go read the Bible.
Read the Bible, I know.
Yeah, you can read other books too, but read. If you want to learn what the Most High said, go pick up a Bible and read it for yourself. Don't just listen to what the pastor say, because the pastor is not going to tell you what's in there. Not for real. Pick it up and read. See what is said. See what is said and apply what is said. King James Version, once again, First Chronicles, chapter 11 through chapter 16. Study to show thyself approved. You got to study to show yourself approved, man. Approved unto God, not approved unto men. Give my Bible, boy. Don't go up there. Keep that with me. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needed not be ashamed, rightfully dividing the word of truth. That's 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto God. And be a hearer. I mean, don't just be a hearer of the word. Don't just be a hearer only of the word. Be a doer. Be a doer. For Psalms chapter 111:10, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and a good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. As David says, his praise endureth forever. That's right. Forever and ever. Forever, ever. Hey, that's a Sabbath reading, man. We'll come back later on tonight. Catch me back up later on tonight if you want to. For those who are not new to the channel, we'll pick back up in Reading with Shalom, where we'll pick back up with the Black Jacobins about Toussaint Louverture and the slave revolution in San Domingo. And we'll keep going and see what's going on with that later on tonight. later on tonight after the Sabbath is over. So I'll catch y'all later. Shalom, everybody. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all Sabbath, a wonderful rest of the day. I'm out here like David. I'm out here, you know. So until next one, shalom, shalom.